Okay. T1 versus Fnatic. Pretty interesting game. Of course, Boaster is not here due to an illness. However, Crashies has been taken on the calling.
Out onto the stage once again. Found themselves
and I think this is going to be a pretty decent measure
start off the tournament just
for both Fnatic and T1.
Now they go up against a T1.
Of course, it's not a clear 1-for-1.
Reinvigorated under the tutelage and guidance.
Depending on T1's performance,
good, a lot more comfortable on the stage
it could give you a bit of insight into just how strong they could be.
That's not just about Severe. All of them, a little bit of a shaky start, as they often have. But they
cheeky
look
wink
like
from Vekaj.
And my eyes are on Vekaj there at the end. The way that he was monitoring that operator while playing the Viper to great efficiency should give some trouble to T1.
As mentioned, it's going to have to be something that they keep in mind as they go round over round. They will make their way out and onto the stage as
Aura.
in their own right.
Absolute aura.
Very strong performances versus Zeta. So
look at Stacks being all smiley.
Have not seen a map 3 quite just yet here at the SVL. Today could absolutely be the day.
Fighting?
Yeah, if there's going to be one for either of these squads on their road all the way to the end, this is definitely a high target
Buzz just never cares, I swear.
Seems great international experience across their roster, great successes, of course.
It's super early, even in Korea, right?
And now the coach is walking out. Hey, okay, we've got a challenger for Milan's height. I didn't realize KDG was so tall.
2 p.m.?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had met him, but I guess I just never really put it into perspective.
Yeah, KDG's pretty tall.
Good to see. He's walking out, of course, with the T1 mascot that they brought into the fold earlier this year.
Carpe.
Support staff.
Okay, Pearl map 1.
The huddles, but as we take a look at the map trap, T1 going to be banning that corrode away. Sunset gone for Fnatic. Nothing too shocking there, but T1 are electing to take us over to
now,
Pearl.
keep in mind that Fnatic were always a permaban Pearl team. They never liked it.
It's one of those
always
maps
banned
just
it, and it's one of the issues that they had with their map pool, is they have too many permabans. So I think Fnatic are almost measuring and getting a pretty effective practice in on the map. And I think the fact that Boaster's not here, maybe he doesn't like to call on it, but Crashies is open to it, or maybe this was just one of their goals for the off-season. Is let's practice Pearl, let's get used to it. We're going to have to play it at some point, because right now it's either Sunset or Pearl.
Some support fighting back against the T1 tie.
And that's assuming that all your other maps are pretty good.
See what we have in store as we get into the agent selection. As it's going to be Vekaj bringing out that chamber. Well, perhaps we would see it, but without Pierre sticking on the neon for the double duelist.
And to be honest, I'm surprised that we don't see a T1 chamber as well. I think that's definitely something I'd be open to kind of seeing. But I think the fact they opt for the Killjoy almost just shows you that they're going to keep their compositions very standard, traditional, quite safe. Because on Fnatic, when you play the chamber, you do lose out on quite a bit of info Sentinel.
How you're taking that contact to control
utility
the
and stuff
like the
that I think
going together, as we've seen in the past,
can definitely be a weakness for a team.
Pearl, see how prepped this
now we did see Vekaj's operator in that map versus Full Sense on Bind. And it did look pretty good. He does seem pretty confident. But just how confident and strong is he going to be for the team? They are on T side, so you're probably going to expect a pretty slow round or just super fast. That is Fnatic, so let's see.
And Kayak going up against Buzz, Meteor, Izu, etc. Always should make for a damn good game. So let's go ahead and get this thing started. Our first of 3 today as we jump into Pearl.
Let's get the party started. 6 seconds left. Where are we going? Where are we going?
Kicking things off, it's gonna be
okay, default over towards B long from Althea and Kayak. And it's pretty good signs so far. That's not a good sign. That's Munchkin going down first.
Significantly hotter start for him compared to what we saw, but Izu.
Go on, Izu.
still
I
here.
like the
Able to find some
confidence.
value. Meteor going to be taken down as back.
Pretty crazy aim fight. Izu comes out on top of that. That's crazy.
Izu finds the other.
3v2.
2v3. Some damage
2v3.
dealt. Izu down to 45. Stacks at 74. Crashy's not yet getting involved into the action. Obviously doesn't need to worry about the alarm bot here at his feet.
I mean, Fnatic players are quite separated,
just
but
behind as the peak pulled off the angle
the
here.
timing from Buzz.
Over towards water, wary about a
It's
potential.
not an awful idea.
There's just so many spots that they
it now
have
is.
left open. He's just gonna run into some contact. Immediately gets headshotted by Crashies.
Finds one, but he's planting out into the open. It's a Buzz.
Pretty decent stun.
Damage slides down. Doesn't get
Is Buzz going to overheat?
But Crashies now. The 1v2. Buzz turning away from the angle. It's the spot.
Yeah, pretty decent. Just playing for delay. Almost trying to give it Stacks as much time as he can to get over towards long.
Around through club, now out over towards long,
yeah.
But Crashies can't find the
nice round from T1.
Back and does. And that's going to be the opening pistol going to T1.
Yeah, and this pistol really just comes down to Izu not losing that 2v1, or I guess it started as a 2v2, but eventually
now,
2v1
I'm pretty
over
sure
on B main, being able to not only stay alive, but clear that out, get the numbers advantage, and then push all the way
I think
down
this,
B main before
this default
back. I mean,
and this idea, this strat, would have been so much nicer if Crashies had a cross-map recon dart from A main or like spawn, because they are double duelist, but a Sova dart doesn't hurt. But I'd imagine they just want to kind of pressure the chain, the Yoru, and they probably didn't expect 2 players there, but I think when you're playing against a team like T1, you have to use that extra bit of util, otherwise it's coming down to aim duels. Yeah, really nice hold from T1. Relay ball, Astra concuss.
Down two at the same time. Now just leaving Crashies and Veccash.
Meteor
a bit.
is doing his little jacket thing again, where he plays with one side on and the other off.
Deal some damage here, but realistically have to get through 3 if you want to take some weapons away. Spot out Crashy's going to be tagged to the wall.
Good luck to Crashies.
Swing almost has a headshot.
Can T1 secure the flawless?
This round pretty much should be over, but I do want to note as we see Crashies
that's a lot of damage.
Hunted around by everything, including the robots here.
See, Crashies is getting a lot of info here.
By Izu at the entrance at Club B main
where
is
and
important
what
because now you know as Crashies goes down,
T1 are using,
fact that T1 will
which I'm actually kind of a fan of. Just off of that, he's got an idea that maybe Yoru pushes up B long. They've got alarm bot over towards middle. You'd assume the turret is over towards top art on brown box. So what information?
So overall, still, you know, the minimum passive value that
what can Crashies do with that information coming into this round?
Really any damage done over to the T1 side.
Solid start.
Yeah, so almost a mid-default kind of pressure this Killjoy turret. Get that out of the round. Maybe default into the alarm bot. Shock that.
Online for Fnatic, just 2 players with half armor.
Fair play. Veccash has taken all of A main. Whilst they've lost A main, Izu's gained all of B main.
He's already gone all the way up to the entrance of Club. So Fnatic, really, we know on the minimap, they are locked into an 8-hit right now. They don't have a choice.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
Solid one at that. Buzz take him down. It's one of the heavier rifles now on the floor.
Pretty poorly executed peek off the turret there. No Astra smoke either.
Shot slowly drifts across in towards dugout, but for the moment is going to be isolated. Meteor
Dark going out a little bit too early as well. Could understand maybe Stex feeling a little bit overwhelmed, but as we can see, he's used that far too early. Alpha is low. Fighting for back sight. It is 5v3, but look at the HPs on the side of Fnatic. Yeah, big shot from Kayak.
There by the trademark and Stacks gets dropped, but Munchkin swinging out, is able to find some additional value.
And look at Izu. He has a Guardian. As we can see, Kayak would have to get really caught sleeping here.
As Izu will be the last one.
Or that.
They have to contend with.
Really nice shot.
To get himself a weapon upgrade.
Izu is looking
We've seen
cold.
What this guy can do in the clutch.
In a good way.
Not out of the woods quite just yet.
Yeah. The Astra smoke on the bomb is going to make Izu's life an absolute nightmare.
See the setup, taps the spike, baits out the grab well. Now going in for the stick, at least a half of Crashies.
Well, well played to Crashies.
Gets the headshot, and Fnatic get on the board.
Yeah.
But with a lot of damage taken, more than they should have, honestly, considering the fact that they got into the site with all 5, and it wasn't the diciest of situations. Sure, it wasn't comfortable, it wasn't free, but
yeah, this from Buzz is really not ideal.
And then things start to fall apart where they have to still trade back and forth.
I feel like
T1
should have had enough information
that I think really puts a dent in him.
for Asher to smoke onto this brown box, make it a one-way, for Buzz to then fight and pressure off of the turret's contact. But instead, we just peek it dry and kind of give Fnatic full access to an A split.
Now they're going to have to worry about this operator, but the drone does go out and get the spot.
Drone does not get broken. That's over towards B, so...
as well as the weaponry. Know what they're dealing with if they continue to try to push this B side of the map. Will just be a slow little drift away as clear the turret. And Buzz trying to play off the back of that one.
This is really not too convincing from T1.
Here from T1.
Yeah, they're going to up the tempo. They know that they have the advantage. They've already
feels like Munchkin is scared to smoke because there's no middle arm bot. So he can't go for a smoke that easily over towards R or A main because he could get timinged.
Then will now try to hold his own, gets the first, they almost slide up for him, but he's unable to collect it.
Because that's back-to-back rounds now, where T1 don't have a clear counter to fighting over towards R.
Yeah, he does have to watch out at any moment. Fnatic could try to wrap around him if they
And
suspect the operator.
in theory, it's not that difficult of a job. Astral smoke over towards brown box, make their lives a lot harder, and when they disrespect the Astral smoke, they'll be spotted by the Killjoy turret, and that is when you can fight off of it. But right now, we're not using smokes. I almost think that they need to change their default and allow Munchkin to play a bit of a safer position. An idea of this could be over towards B long.
Go ahead and tie things up at 2-2.
Yeah, Crashies
have maybe Izu start still on B and take space.
On this operator. They suspect it. They've seen it over on B main. They suspect it to be hiding somewhere back here. Izu tucks away, and it should be safe. Whoa, very, very close. But either way, T1 now not going to have a strong buy. If they carried over 2 weapons, maybe you could have scraped together a bit of a half buy around that operator. But they're going to have to try to decide, do we go for the weaker weapons, or do we just go full save, trust the op, and then we aim for round 6. Some choices to be made by the IGL Munchkin on the Korean squad.
Yeah, and I do think that Fnatic are playing relatively simple. It's more down to T1 for losing it. It's a huge shot. Yeah, lovely stun from Alpha.
Just cannot escape fast enough. We're going to be scooped up 2 away from the dimensional drift now.
This is T1's eco. Yeah, Buzz trying to do as much as he can. It's a decent stun though. Yeah, and then Crashies decides to cancel. At least just cut noise.
All the util away though. Izu spotted him. Okay, the up shot missed, and he TP's out just in time.
Days. 14 HP on Izu.
You say just in time, yeah.
Now, Fnatic have a lot of options here. They can commit to A, or they could go and pivot to B because of Survive's lurk.
Alpha down to 4, but still living, still breathing.
Look at how vocal Munchkin is in the cam.
Looking to utilize the spot that got T1 a trophy against them. Slid in alongside the wall. Munchkin, I don't think he's registered this quite just yet.
No, not yet, but also Munchkin with a Sheriff alone on the site. You got
I wonder if T1 just called a gamble stack B here. It's not a bad call.
Decent possibility.
We can see Alpha's over towards middle.
I mean, the read is looking good.
Is he going to try and fake, or is he just going to play late?
Pretty good tune as Meteor, just looking to clear that recon. Entry coming in though, and Izu going to be taken down. 12 seconds remaining. The swing out, but cannot find the kill. Still plenty of time for the plant, and Alpha here finds a Buzz. The late lurking Neon, not something you typically think about. Alpha looking to make this a flawless, barring some crispy shots just like that from Meteor.
Maybe another kill considering it's Meteor, but they are giving the respect. A nice little double jiggle there from Fnatic to make sure they're not giving the easy headshot. And it's going to be the op taken away.
T-side up.
Preferring to bring that over for Vekash so you can start challenging some of these longer sidelines.
Is he going to post up over towards B and try and challenge that Yoru
Hunter's Fury is still there from Crashies. I suspect that you're not going to be getting too much value from it.
10 seconds left.
Very strong start here for Fnatic.
Let's go, boys. Take the op for the backer, maybe, no? Yeah,
Really just needing that
Yeah.
first day, that first
Kayak
map to
being
really
quite
find their
vocal
footing.
as well, to be honest.
This is a significantly stronger start compared to what we saw from them versus Full Sense.
Exactly. I mean, the confidence alone in taking some of these tools.
Dimensional drift now in for Kayak. Get the spot out onto one. Not looking to couple this with that Hunter's Fury. He's going to be saving that for the lockdown clear. Or, never mind. Okay, we'll just go ahead and send it.
T1 do
I thought they're going to hold on to it,
have
but
a pretty
Fury
stacked
ultimately not going to be finding much,
site.
and that does mean that this lockdown is going to be free use if
Yeah,
they can
Flood
get into
retakes.
position. But for the moment, Meteor's on the approach.
Meteor realistically
over
wants to get his
towards
ult down,
Martin
but
Stairs. Buzz, counter spam down to death. As Alpha's even
Wow.
behind Meteor there on that flank.
Fnatic
Izu
are
peels
really
back one,
finding the
Severe gonna be
pick
taken
somehow.
out. Does have an
Izu
eventual
has
grip
full
of his
util.
own, but the greatest position to try to utilize it is Vetkash. Gets the
Munchkin.
shot through the smoke to take him out. Some back and forth chip damage. Munchkin getting the better of Kayak there for the moment, but now the plant is going to be coming in. It's a 1v2. Munchkin looks to clutch.
Season.
yeah, why are we holding such a
Season's
tight
on barrel.
angle?
Both players now down so very low. Yeah, no, almost getting timing, but as he swings out, Kayak just holds firmly on the angle.
Well played from
Gets the
Kayak.
headshot, and it's close, but no cigar. T1 still stuck at 2-round wins.
Yeah, and a big part of it was you mentioned the possibility of the lockdown, but Meteor just had no security in being able to approach the site because of that Euro clearing Art early. He was pushed away, and now he's wondering, is there a further alert still in Art? Is anyone pushing back into Art from the site? That's two angles that Meteor had to worry about. He's holding those angles, and eventually Alpha just pushes him in. But even if he had beaten Alpha, there would have been Vetkash behind him with an operator.
I think this is a pretty
overall,
good timeout from T1.
Fnatic, securing the space they need.
Definitely feels
kind of
like
challenging Meteor and saying, well, we don't
they're
think
not
you'll be able to
exactly
use
in the
your lockdown. Let's go ahead and use
game.
Hunter's Fury first and foremost to clear out the site.
I can't remember if T1.
I almost wonder if
Never
I'd
had to call a
prefer
timeout in their
Killjoy
opening
playing solo
set.
towards
Might
B
just
with
be
an
the
alarm
first one
bot
here for
towards
KDG on the
Street,
stage.
and then
Kind of
we play
adjustments
heavier
end up coming
towards
through off the back
A.
of this one, but clearly I think T1 just
Start challenging this
also
A main
needs a bit of
space.
a breather, a bit of a break in this momentum that's been building for
Challenge
Fnatic.
A main.
Yeah,
Get a decent hold over towards R. Maybe post Izu up on and off or something. Just be a little bit more proactive, because right now it doesn't feel like
really did seem to just be aim
feels like
duels that they
T1
were
are playing
looking
awfully
for,
quite
trying to make a
passive.
difference. And it got close, if you recall back.
Like even that round,
At
they
the end
basically
of the
gave them
day,
the
tell
whole
that he
site and
was
just
lacking
lost.
A little bit of that macro, but today,
I think
still
with
seeing some good
both
variation
teams'
of the
compositions,
default, and a big part of that
you
would
kind
be
of want to fight and you
Vetkash on
kind of
the
want to
chamber,
take
just
space.
holding some angles, clearing some of that space.
4-4-3 op in hand does have that tour de force behind it as well.
Yeah, so T1 called for an A main fight.
Well, with all the money stacked up,
Post
not
up
necessarily
was
going to need
with
for
a
while.
judge.
T1 trying to go for a bit of a
Meteor
fight
goes
out
straight over to
onto
B.
this
So
site. As Meteor now
kind
slid
of.
in the lone back screen. Shock Dart gonna go
Whoa.
lobbing in, and that is a rare miss from Meteor.
I can't blame him.
like
That's
Crashy
such
should've been
a
dead to
scary
rights, but-
position. You got to act fast.
Breathe a sigh of relief as he's able to get away.
Yeah, close call for Crash. He's just not quite aware of the
Now Stax
possibility of the
has a
jump
pretty
back up
shallow
here.
A main
But
line.
Fnatic has accomplished what they want.
So if they
which
do
was setting up
re-clear A,
Vetkash on this aggressive
I
angle and
think
saying,
he's
okay,
just
B main
dead.
is ours. We can work the rest of the map. We can rotate back if we
Yeah,
need classic Fnatic style.
because
the last
Meteor's
20
got no
seconds.
turret or alarm bot. I mean, the alarm bot's B main.
I mean, you don't really have a choice.
They've
when
lost
you're on
so
the
much
Nico as
space.
well, huh? Well,
Vetkash able to find
Alright.
his kill. Just rendezvous back behind the pillar and Stax for now out on an angle. Spot of the hair as the Neon
Yeah.
will be able to cause a distraction.
Nice
Buzz
re-clear
that
from
operator,
T1. They get
now
the
you're gonna
op.
have to try to use it in a bit of a retake.
Big kill from
but Stax
Stax.
does
Can he get
find
one more?
Dodges out on the relay, bolt the sprint around
Oh,
the side.
Stax!
Oh, my goodness. What a shot from Stax.
Yeah.
That's got nothing to do with the timeout, but it is damn clean. Hunter's
Oh,
Fury now coming
Stax
through.
gonna get punished, bro.
Looking for a kill,
Oh,
but Kayak is gonna run him down, and
Stax.
Stax holds his own.
If Crashies is in
Crashies
spawn,
able to
the
find
round's
one,
lost.
But the defuse is
Yeah,
already
get the
coming
op,
in.
save it.
Nothing more to be done. Crashies will carry over the
What a
operator.
round from Stax.
T1 pull off the thrifty off the back of some crispy shots.
originally I was going to say, I mean,
Takes-
hey, for T1, you get the op back. Hey, that's not bad. You know, you're not going to have to reinvest it in the next round, even if you lose this round. But forget the operator. They can ditch that. They'll go for the round win. And I love the commitment to say, They absolutely read the setup on Vekash, saying, okay, if the op gets a kill, that must just be the op alone, because we didn't see any other further trades. Let's challenge it.
Yeah,
And you say
Stax
the
is
timeout
locked
didn't
in.
matter for Stax' shot, but hey, well, with what we know from T1's coaching staff in the past, it might have been the answer.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, Chobra.
Gotta remind him, you can shoot.
Exactly. Just
Yeah,
do it a
Munchkin
little
can't go down
better.
here.
That he did.
If he does, he's doing a Mako cosplay.
Drone just getting a spot there on the Munchkin. Alfier quickly does take some forward space. Another orb grab, 2 charges away. Here's Crashies towards another Hunter's Fury. Meteor still committing.
Yeah.
Not locked down quite just yet, but a quick
Big
peek
shutdown
in the
on
mid,
Vekash
finds
from
Vekash.
Meteor.
It's a headshot there. That's going to be
I
a second
think
little layer
Survive thinks he
on
has the
that lurk through
timing.
double doors, but you have the alarm
Yeah.
bot set up, and Sax swooping forward past
Little bit of a weak
that Nebula.
execution
The final
from
one, and this
Fnatic.
does send Fnatic
Almost
scrambling
one
a bit.
player in, 2 out.
Severe, though.
Oh, a
Severe.
flash, but it seems like it's red. As Stax is
That's a
ready.
huge...
He's waiting on this angle in the streets.
Yeah, I mean, he just has the read and says, if you guys aren't pushing anywhere near main, surely you have information elsewhere. And
Yeah,
what
and look,
looked like
Izu
Fnatic
has all the
starting to get
spawn,
the lead, all it
so
took
there's
was the
absolutely
timeout to
no
remind
need
Stax and
for the players to
Munchkin
rotate. They
of
will
the
be
patterns that
slightly
they've
cautious of
noticed.
middle,
In 2 rounds in a row, T1 seems to have the
30
perfect
seconds
read
left.
on
just
Fnatic.
because there is a timing that they could have gone
That
through
previous
spawn,
round, reading the
or they could have
op setup
dodged the
and
spawn
saying,
angle
punish it
and
with
gone
the
down mid.
movement.
But I think
This round,
the Fnatic are just going to save,
divide and
and
saying,
the round's
well,
done.
the only other answer you've really got is the flank, isn't it? And Stax wins out that duel. And now Fnatic stuck. Oh, spotted him.
10 seconds left.
Crashies.
Saw it just slide in the corner as much as he can,
Yeah.
but maybe Crashy's not registering that position there.
How did that not hit?
Couple seconds to try to survive. Kayak needing to hold on to this one. Finds one, but can't
Wow,
get the shorty
really
out
nice
fast
round.
enough. So Buzz,
Yeah,
take the
and after that
operator out of his
timeout from
hands.
KDG,
Still
the team are
aboard
looking
another
a
one, but
lot
Force
better.
also there, but
So it's like they're not so scared
now
to
tied up
take
at 4-4.
fights.
That's 2 rounds in a row that Buzz has just been able to juke an operator for about 2-3 seconds to set up his teammates for success. This time, eventually, he himself getting close enough to finish off the kill. And that just goes to show that it was his movement that really did shine whenever he was playing this Neon. Even if sometimes his aim was a little bit shakier, then he'd move on to the judge because he knows his value is in creating space, not necessarily getting those long-range kills.
Okay, and it's
One of the best
this.
shooters you could possibly get in RB.
Yes, yeah, that surely helps
Okay,
in
so
the first steps.
slow pressure towards middle. We just
I would love
inserted.
to see RB go back
Yeah,
to
and
playing Neon.
T1 take a little bit of A
Sorry,
main,
Navi,
see that there's nothing, and
Neon
then they group
Waylay,
over
yeah,
towards
they-
middle. Are they going to clear out middle? I think they are, and I think it's going to work.
Take
Beautiful
the
kill.
box, but Buzz just swings back
Ever
out.
so reminiscent of
Wins the fight versus
EDG and how
Alpha.
they approach
Munchkin
Pearl.
jiggle peeking here at dugout. Spot on a 1.
Yeah,
Counter spam.
and right now,
Fnatic realize just how stacked the
Fnatic
site is. They have to back
I
away.
have no
Spike's still
idea on where to
stranded
go, really.
back over at mid-window.
A main shut down, you've lost middle.
Now just getting shut down. This is really
Severe
a step-by-step
is over
expert
towards
from
double
T1.
doors, and a lot of this round comes down to Vekash and what he can get with that
Confidence
quarter
comes back
force.
up. Oh, maybe
That's a
too
great
much
start.
though. Vekash getting the pick off against Stax at long range.
Yeah.
Needing that one.
Almost faking an A split,
Now into a
or at least
4v4.
you've lost
Looks
art
like
control.
it's
So
going
for
to be
T1,
clustered towards this
you have to
side
still
of the
play
map.
strong over towards A.
Kayak.
And look at the space that they've
Never
lost.
mind, actually, he's back across, so
T1
it'll just be
Meteor does decide to push up B
getting ready to push
to
in
allow
towards
his
the
team to
stack
play
site.
strong over
Three
towards A.
players
10
here.
seconds left.
But
Izu
right
does have
now,
the
this is a
option
traditional
staring
Fnatic
in
round. The
towards
clock is getting low.
stairs.
As we can see, they're going to go over towards A.
Potentially be at risk, but likely he's going to move off the angle as the
Yeah.
Nebula gets ready to fall.
Yeah, they should know, especially because of
Yeah,
Meteor having
Meteor
pushed all the
double
way up, that it's
stars
an A
sucks
site
as
hit.
well. Realistically, T1 want to fight off this.
Flash through the
Yeah,
slide
lovely
forward.
round.
10 seconds
And
left.
they just 3-2-1 go up through the wall, completely
Yeah.
disrespecting it.
And here's my typical
Playing off the
ranked
back
chamber
of the
player,
flashes,
baiting
and
an
that
A
leaves
main.
Vekash now stranded out
Getting
in the
his
zone,
KD up.
finds one, but there's no hope in winning the round. Quick peek, looking for the kill.
Yeah.
Mizu will just finish it
I'm
off
a
with
bit
the Sheriff
unsure.
T1.
I think if
Regaining
you're severe,
control.
you're going to be feeling a little
really
bit
bold
useless.
3-2-1 peek out of that Cosmic Divide, considering Izu was still on an operator,
And
but
he
he
is
gets
1 and
his
6.
one as well. So it just goes to show that you already knew there was going to be an A-site hit.
And
You
I
saw
think
the Cosmic Divide come out, and
playing
you said, hey,
Astra
let's just surprise them. They're
can
gonna
be a
think they get
pretty
the plant for
difficult
free. And
thing
just
to
the
do on
angles
this
are
map,
covered
because sometimes you
perfectly
just
from
do play
everybody.
slow, you play extremely
Evil
late,
Buzz once
you almost
again
play
being
to
the bait for
win
Phillips
the
team.
round with like your stars, your clutch potential.
Well, now
Well,
a timeout of their own here
Yeah,
for
Fnatic
Fnatic.
do call a timeout.
Not liking this little run back here from T1. 3 rounds in a row to regain the lead.
Yeah, and I almost wonder what is stopping Fnatic for going fast to B. Because right now, off of the info that you've kind of gathered and you've been given, you know, they play stronger towards A. A in general is a really hard site to execute from if we're going from A main, because of the double stars, because of the relay bolt, because of the Sova dart. It can be a nightmare. So if you're Fnatic, what is stopping you from just going fast B, doing executes, forcing EaSu off the upline? Munchkin can only do so much from the Astro roll. I feel like I'd be open to that call.
So it would be almost better if Fnatic won here, because otherwise it's going to be a long day with Fnatic playing 2 best-of-3s and all the rounds they play out.
Yeah, Choba, you've made a perfect point there.
That is fair. So let's go Fnatic. Lock in, baby.
Default over towards B. Munchkin instantly kind of knows that it's a fake.
Is
or
like
just
right now, I'm confused as
bullshit
far as
pressure.
ultimately who I should cheer
Who you
for.
should cheer for.
Yeah, knows that he crossed.
Well, the adjustment right now is just holding some of these defaults.
Yeah.
A little bit spread out, trying to get a better gauge at T1's movement.
So,
but they're giving B main again.
Look at how much
really
space EaSu has just re-cleared.
And just saying, we just want to know if you eventually push out. So there's 2 options here. Either it's not a big adjustment, or the second option would be that, hey, worst case, we're going to rotate classic Fnatic style in the last 20 to 30 seconds, and we'll know if someone has pushed out too far.
Yeah. So Fnatic poke over towards B. I think that they forced EaSu off the line. EaSu instantly re-clears it. And as we can see, now they're grouped up to do an A split. Question is, how does this go? And how many kills can Meteor get? Oh my god, the molly is huge. Oh, I think he just leaves. It's unlucky, but after getting that first kill, you just go back. You've missed your timing.
Scouting forward, trying to make sure that everything is good for Vekash to try to move up. Buzz will be noted.
Oh, bro.
As well. Quick little exit. Crashies needing to now try to get this spike planted.
Oh, it's lovely.
Takes him so very low with the spray. It's just a hair off. So he does manage to get the spike in play.
5 HP.
Crashies does have Sova. He can't get to A main. It's impossible.
Down, so they're just dropping like flies as soon as they get into the post plant. Avoids the sun, but cannot avoid Buzz.
Severe
now having to do it all. A 1v2 the defuse, held to half the swing, but Buzz
nice from Buzz.
Is out on the wider angle.
Really got the momentum now. And to me,
up to 6.5 thus far.
It's
honestly,
kind of
Fnatic didn't play the map that terribly, but it's Meteor who says, well, they must be doing something different. We heard some movement in mid, so I'm just going to waltz out. Meteor just does this. He just somehow sees the minimap at times. And he's going to be able to find these openings. He only gets 1 kill, but that's all that was
doesn't
needed
work.
to pressure Fnatic.
If anything,
to rush
start towards A, break the art util, almost fake an A split, and then pivot into a B default, and then finish A. If you really wanted to do that.
Either way, it's a damn clean call.
Oh my god, he's getting ulted by his own Sova. Ooh, big miss for both teams.
Not quite yet there.
1 for 1.
Will find Buzz, but not before Alpha gets taken down. So 1 for
nice
1
from Stacks. And look, the A main players are just so scared to go out. And now we're droning. Yeah, this for me doesn't work.
Tips of the spear here, taken away.
Yeah, that's nice spam.
T1, but EaSu.
Killjoy lockdown goes in. Stacks needs to stay safe and alive here.
In the back pocket of Meteor for so damn long. Now comes into play. Can he maintain it? Oh, no! He's trying, but the detain is there.
But the cover?
It's just on the one. Munchkin wanting to push for this one. Finds it. Slides back over.
Yeah. Big round for Severe to win.
Into Flowers. Spike there on the floor.
Oh, it's lovely.
And he instantly finds the spray down. The Google Play clutch here from Munchkin to get T1 the advantage at the half.
If any round is going to hurt, it's this one for Fnatic, because it was risky, but it was a high-risk, high-reward play to save Vekash, go on the flank on the lockdown, take out Meteor and the lockdown, and it was almost successful, but he just can't land enough shots through the box. And that separates the 2 remaining, too far from each other. And of course it's Munchkin just to slink around some of his own smokes to get this clutch. You never want to be left alone on the server with this guy.
Yeah, vibes are good. Okay, Fnatic actually go over towards B. Full buy versus full buy.
Sniper set up here. Zizu, not gonna
Yeah,
be
a
able
little
to
bit
exit
crazy.
fast enough to get taken out.
Big util. I don't think Kayak saw him.
Ignoring that,
Oh
though.
no.
He let it fly by.
Oh, it's a
They
disaster.
never checked him. So he's able to find two. Severe went back and kill. Media going to be eliminated, but the overdrive comes in and Buzz just mows down 4.
I feel like
8-4 is the
T1
scoreline
stuck
here
this
at
site.
the half. T1. I mean, once they recovered it, just 6 in a row.
Yeah.
And well, so far, the timeouts are looking good for KDG on his.
And to me, I think the IG earning from Crashies was
roster.
okay. But I definitely think that
suddenly the brains within
we
the
just
server,
did the
they've
exact
been
same
activated.
thing
Munchkin, maybe even
and didn't
Stacks
really
helping along
switch
the
it up.
side.
We didn't
Of course,
poke
all
over
of them
towards A
getting
and finish B.
bombs,
We
getting
didn't
the read,
really
getting
run any
the tabs
fakes
on
or anything
Fnatic's
either.
tendencies. Fnatic's attack broken down. Now they'll have to be the ones holding on the defense.
And realistically, I think
Not insurmountable, not by any
this is
means
where we
here.
need to look at Munchkin's calling
Fnatic already
and
showed
compare
us
it 1-for-1
monsters run back
to Fnatic's
with
half
that bind.
to now
we know
T1's
they
half.
are not out
And let's
of this
see if
until
Munchkin
the map is
can
actually
really
over.
call
Until
against this
T1
style of
gets to
competition.
13.
Because
True. And
you've still got a lot to
really
do.
rest on your laurels just
As
yet,
an IGL,
especially 'cause again,
you've
you
got
know,
to
4
force off that
round
kind of
sixes is
chamber
not
line.
the end of the world. A
Make sure
pistol
that
win, and suddenly
they're a little bit cautious
it's a
and
little dicey.
nervous
Fans
about
on
that
both
B hit.
sides, as we
Please
saw
win.
earlier.
Got a conditioned middle. It's only got a chamber trip though, so should be a lot easier. And in theory, Fnatic
Fnatic fans, of course, happy
have
to
a
see
high
Fnatic
chance of giving
playing
too
here
many
in Seoul,
1v1s.
South Korea. You don't get to see that
let's see.
every day. So, you know, whether they're fans of the Korean teams or not, some of the Korean fans kind of betraying their fandom for just one day, cheer on a team and some players that they're not going to be able to see live too often.
Yes, this game is early enough for you to watch.
I mean, listen, I can't blame them. You get to watch the likes of Alphair.
You're wondering why I won't
Crashies,
stream on Twitch?
Kayak,
Yeah, with
live
this
on
tournament,
stage.
it's
You
strictly
cheer
on
for 'em.
soup. But this is super early for me. I had to wake up at 5 a.m.
Well,
5
Buzz
a.m.
continues to have a good SVL. 15-5
Or it started at 5. I had to wake up at like 4:30. I slept at midnight.
As Kayak will make his exit, but he still have the second layer of Alphair.
So T1, default over towards B. Gonna force off that chamber line. And it's pretty nice.
He just crashes over to the side.
Yeah, decent timed recon. And look at the rotations. T1 have a pretty good timing, but I think Fnatic's just going to flood the site. Lovely frenzy from Buzz. The cleanest from Severe. That was.
Oh, what is that third shot?
Ooh.
Just playing off the footsteps.
Ooh.
Oh, that is dirty.
Ooh.
But so is that.
What is happening?
What has happened
Bro,
during the halftime break?
this is crazy.
Are we playing skirmish? These are just...
Vekash just needs to hit some crazy flicks, and this is the best round of Valorant I've ever watched.
Just absolutely
Wow.
insane.
What a round by Meteor.
Even by Meteor standards.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous.
Severe
And from
as
Severe,
well.
good lord.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Am I more impressed by Meteor, or am I just too sad for Severe because both of them had an insane pistol? What?
He just hears him running in. But, oh, the fadeaway from Meteor's disgusting.
You're in an ace, so
Severe's
this
slows
game's
again.
only
It
11
doesn't have
PM
to be a
for you.
headshot, but he's still so damn fast with it.
Oh, I see, I see.
I'm going to start wearing a half jacket when I play this.
we've got a lot of games today.
That's got to be it.
Wow.
Just one arm in the sleeves. That's it.
Yeah, Meteor's way of wearing a jacket will never be
Impressive showings
topped.
on both sides. Fnatic. Okay, well, they'll
Yeah.
bank on the
Nice
double ups and
punish
triple ups
from,
and off for the first kill.
From Fnatic. That is Munchkin going down.
Is a
To be honest, I think you're just giving T1 an opportunity to just aim duel you, which is
going up against
definitely quite scary.
Yeah, but it does have to be all contact now. Well, and Meteor's good for it, as he proved during the pistol.
Oh, but Vekash is good for another. Still,
Yeah, they speed up over towards A.
Only fired 2 headhunter shots. Both of them gotten kills.
Teleport's ready.
Yeah, realistically, Buzz is given a 1v1 here. Somebody wants to ideally group with him.
Shot off with the Marshall. Buzz looking for a timing, gets a spot. Spray down onto one, looks for the second. Crashies will make this very costly, as he's technically in with a shout.
No, no. Why are we giving a gun?
Clear on that.
Oh my god, Stacks is just giving them a phantom.
He's sending the drone. Crashies picking up a weapon, trying to close the distance here, but Stacks will eventually be able to take him out. That
close.
4 players dead on the side of T1, so good damage.
So sad you missed the Gen G game yesterday.
Despite the round loss.
Yeah, Texture played pretty out of his mind.
Some hits, so it does look like they're still going to go for the
so did
bio.
Lakia in some sense.
The
Karen role change scares me, but he still looks as dominant as ever.
Crashies for going for the run up at the end. He hears the drone and says, "All right, I'm going to try to
I think
close
Ash is going to struggle with the role change, to be honest.
And Stacks is able to clean it up. So yes, it will be mostly.
I definitely think with Gen G you're playing the long game and not the short-term one. Yeah, A main take from Fnatic over towards A. Now, will Yoru TP, or is he going to stay on the line? Punish over towards middle.
For a player rather than the robot, but
yeah, and T1 have a pretty good timing. Yeah, Althea absolutely alone. Lovely crunch. Lovely crunch from T1. That's super nice. Buzz goes far right on elbow, and then Kayak or Izu goes straight in the middle.
Trying to get a rifle in hand. Now has that. On the peak.
Yo, chill out, Buzz.
It's a bit frantic here from Buzz. Damage not going to be exchanged from either of them. 2 stormtroopers shooting at each other.
Yeah.
Eventually does find it though.
And Buzz is on 21 HP, and this is a pretty difficult retake for Fnatic. And right now, this is a dominant map from them.
They're going to be so far ahead. You've lost so much time. So there's the save.
To be honest, I think they could have. T1 could have played definitely a lot better. But right now, it's pretty scary.
Get out though.
He's gonna get 3.
Okay.
Baiting Sova.
I mean, a silver lining. Most importantly, he gets to keep his own rifle, but does force T1 to have to reinvest and stop the snowball from completely getting out of control.
Yeah.
Also allows him to snowball his ultimate online, because now he's 1 charge away from having the Hunter's Fury, which, again, lockdown already available.
Theory, if you're Fnatic, you kind of want to squeeze out a buy here
that counteract
and just try and get an extra round on the board. The fact that Crashies has one off his ult as well, you can start with like an A main take, get Crashies ult online, and maybe just try and go for a set retake or something.
It's 2 away from taking the first map victory on their
Okay, Crashies goes over towards B instead. Yeah, fast A main take from T1. They do get a lot of mid info though. But Severe, you have gotta go crazy. Lockdown goes in.
But there it is. Lockdown in play. Crashies not.
And this looks like it's going to be an absolute mess of a round.
Doesn't have the ultimate to try to slow it down. Kayak, however, able to find one.
Well played from Kayak.
Exit. Now Fnatic can look to go ahead and get a flood retake going.
T1 take over towards Art as well.
They're going to wait for all 5 to arrive.
This is going to be an absolute brawl on site. I hope everyone's ready.
Should be made.
Off the overdrive here for Buzz.
Yeah.
Stacks
for
the spray.
Oh.
Buzz getting pings there. To avoid the damage. Severe just pushing forward.
Crazy from Severe.
Izu coming up with 2, but now taken down as that draws to the classic.
What does Munchkin have for us?
Once again in a clutch scenario. Oh no, the TP!
You can't reposition. You cannot reposition.
Oh,
you have to get the star
too close. Star now set up. Alpha playing ahead of this. Footsteps made. Munchkin knowing that he's not on it, and Alpha knowing that the time is out there. The wide swing into the shutdown. It's another Google Play clutch here for Munchkin as T1 get up to map point.
Oh, the habits die hard when you're a chamber player. He had just set that up too, and it's really just muscle memory to say, oh, I don't think I can survive. I have to press the rendezvous, but I'm just in the same place. Locked in the animation. Alpha, you're just a step too far to provide cover. Incredible double.
Rip that TP.
From Izu.
Yeah.
Honestly, before Izu got that, it did just feel like it was going to be a numbers advantage for Fnatic flooding in. Trade for trade. But
I mean, sometimes.
Yeah, match point for T1.
Yeah, make mistakes.
Yeah,
in theory, this is a long day, but
it looks silly, but
this game could be over quick.
Oh boy,
yeah.
This is getting chaotic already out here in A main. Hunter's Fury from Crashies finds 2. One burst into the kill. Let's Munchkin and Izu dead. And the crunch goes their way. Fnatic At least the final sign of life
2
here.
versus 4. If
Not allowing
T1 win
map to come
this,
to its conclusion
I think you
quite
might as well
yet,
just bury
barring
Fnatic for the year.
a 2v4 for Meteor and Stacks.
Okay.
And now a 1v4.
Spike down A.
And this is exactly where Meteor says, I like my chances. Things are looking a little better. Yeah, but Spike so far down, you imagine.
Yeah, I
Now
think
it
he's
should
just
be
going to want
over.
to save her.
Meteor doesn't exactly have the leisure to go around hunting, so he's going to see if he can at least find a place to safely spend the next 50 seconds.
Let's get his campsite set up. Get that fire going. Get nice and cozy.
Yeah, pretty good
So
round for
see-
Fnatic to get back onto the board, make the game a little bit
Because the
closer.
thing is you take away...
Be surprised if they bring this back too much.
It's going to be a very good round here for Crashies. Finally breaking what was a 10-round win streak from T1.
10 round
Fnatic
win
will
streak.
find their first round of the half. 7 in a row is what's going to be needed if they want to try to take this into OT. So for all those out there saying 12 is all they get, that is your 1 out.
Yep, there you go.
So lovely ult
If
from
any
him.
team's going to make the run back, I think Fnatic's a good one.
This
to
will
bet
probably
on.
be a much closer game.
Nice,
given
boys.
the
Nice round, Austin. Thank you,
number
Mm.
of teams that are number of
I
times
think
rather,
so.
that this team has succeeded in
But
doing
I also...
so. But that one, sure,
not
you
so
know, it's
sure.
a set play. It's the aggression. You're
I want
going
to see
for a bit of a
T1
Hail
play
Mary.
Korok.
Now you're back to default.
Hopefully we get it at some point during the
See if Fnatic can
tournament.
find the right
Is it their
timings to
permaban
move
right
around
now?
the map.
I feel like they've banned it
Get an
both
overdrive
games.
here
I
for
could be wrong.
Buzz.
Deploying drone.
Check.
T1 Bank
Spot
Road.
number
Yeah,
1.
they hate that
Not
one.
exactly going to be a key Hunter's Fury target here, so we'll try to make a set
Okay.
play off of that.
Now, does
Astral
T1 read that this will have called
getting
for
it as
backup,
as
right?
close
They
as
only
we
saw
can
them,
to
you know,
it.
far up alone, a bit of an odd position. for
Yeah,
someone
and this is going to be a
going
very
for it.
dangerous fight for T1.
Now they should be
3 bodies
noticing
here, and to be honest, it's
Not
3 of their
that-
strongest
Oh!
aimers.
I mean, it's going to be damage traded, but it's very much in
Oh,
Munchkin's
look at the
favor
punish.
at that moment. Double push forward. and Buzz is just
What am I
bending himself
watching?
around the bullets.
How is this close? I thought Fnatic were going to dominate that fight. Oh, they are
Buzz, Meteor
so
now.
scary.
They approach through the doors, and it all comes down to Crashies once again.
This is a super team. I don't care what
A
anyone,
4K in
anybody
the previous
says.
round, but this is
This
the odds
is
absolutely stacked
A super
against him.
team. I think stylistically wise,
He's just waiting.
they
He
are going to be
needs
contenders for the number
Jace
1 seed
out
in
at the exit.
Pacific.
Buzz
Like,
on the
easily.
swing has the
It won't even be
headshot with
close.
the op. That'll
them
be
and
it
paper
done
reps.
and dusted for Pearl. T1
I can't think
looking
of another
damn
team
strong
that's
here
going to
on their map pick.
truly
take the
contest.
opening
Maybe
map.
RRQ at times.
And now we
Well,
get ready to go to Abyss.
yeah.
Yeah, I gotta see
Game
that
1,
last round
map
again from
1.
Buzz. That move
Pretty
around the
exciting.
spray, he basically
It
was
felt a
kind of
lot
leading
closer
the Phantom all throughout,
for
controlling
Fnatic.
it himself
But
almost.
somehow,
But a good look
T1
for
have just won that
T1,
game.
and Fnatic, yes, score-wise it's
13-5.
rough. You consider the history of this
Let's
map
get on
for
to map 2.
Fnatic.